How's it going, crypto community? This is Jade, the XRP Martian, back with another XRP related video. Now I'm going to do a video that is outside of my normal. I typically like to create content for you with verified news. However, this tweet from Cryptalk has me at least having to inform you of what could potentially be around the corner, right? So Cryptalk, back in, I believe it was the beginning of June, it may have been early May, actually came out announcing to the crypto community that we were going to see something rather massive come from Ripple MoneyGram. Well, everybody kind of poo-pooed on Cryptalk, said, oh, you know, there was XRP Research, which was I don't even know if it's here anymore, but I haven't seen him in a while, but the XRP Research channel, or Twitter account, called him a fraud. And he got all kind of hate from the community because nobody wanted to believe the claims that he was making. And lo and behold, towards the beginning of June, middle of June, we get the official announcement that Ripple had, purchased a significant portion of MoneyGram's public shares. And we're moving forward with integrating XRP and XRapid services into the MoneyGram systems, their global payment systems. So Cryptalk is 1 for 1 for right now. And he's trying to go 2 for 2, and he's saying he's been going off for a few days now. And I've let this go because, again, I like to cover news that is verified, but I was a skeptic of Cryptalk before, and I regret it because, I ate crow. So I'm going to go out on a limb, take a leap of faith here on Cryptalk, and say he's once again being honest. And what he's saying here is this announcement that he's preparing to make as soon as he's given the green light by the insider who provided it to him. He's saying that this is going to undoubtedly impact the price for real, and that bears are not going to have a chance. That it's just totally impossible that it doesn't screw the bears. And he says on a scale of 10, what he's been informed of is 150. Let's be clear, this one turns the whole crypto world ridiculous, right? So what he's suggesting is that what he found is going to really be the catalyst for this bull run, in his opinion, right? So a lot of people are speculating, what could it be? Obviously right here at the very top, K-Frazine is saying Amazon, maybe. Well, Dylan, this is actually something I can share with you. We do have a little bit of official news, so it's not just all going to be speculation in this video. But Dylan shared an awesome article here showing MoneyGram. I didn't mean to do that. We'll go back here. Go over to my actual tab here. So showing that MoneyGram has just partnered with Centbee.com. Now, Centbee is the largest money transfer fintech company. I think that the fintech company is important for it to be the largest in this context. But Centbee is the largest fintech money transfer company in South Korea. And here's an article that Dylan links to from Cruisin PR Newswire. And so PRN or PR Newswire here is actually it's Cision. I thought it was Cision, but the website is prnewswire.com. Now, the article here that they go into discusses how Centbee has to date accumulated billions worth of Korean won, and that they are now going forward with this new person-to-person money transfer service through their partnership with Ripple to, again, help make it easier, faster, and cheaper for them to send people's money. That's something that they can extend to their customer, a discount they can extend to customers, which brings more people into their service, making them more profitable, right? That's what this whole thing's about. It's about the bottom line, and Ripple is satisfying everyone in the financial world bottom line, and that's why we're seeing such massive adoption. In my opinion, not a financial advisor, right? And again, this isn't speculation, this little bit, but we are here speculating on the growth of this ecosystem, and until the day comes to pass that all these systems finally start having a real impact on the price from utility, people are going to say that this is just speculation. But at the end of the day, we are watching the fundamentals being laid, the foundation being built upon which the greatest wealth transfer in the history of this planet is going to occur, is going to be dumped on top of, right? You have to have it's like I can't remember the name of the inverse pyramid structure, but it's used to refer to the global value, the global liquidity, of the world. How at the bottom of the pyramid, it's an inverse pyramid, so instead of it being like that, it is like that. And at the bottom, the point at the bottom, that little bottom section is gold, right? And then from the next layer up that you're going to go is going to be, a pegged fiat, right? Maybe a pegged supply that's going to be built onto that. And then above that, you'd have something like fiat. And then above the fiat, you'd have bonds for the fiat. And above the bonds, you'd have securities like stocks and companies and things like that. And as it gets up, as you go up the pyramid, there is less intrinsic value stored, and thus the risk that you are taking as you begin to participate in these these ecosystems where value is stored above the bottom of your pyramid, the higher up that ladder you go, the more risk that's going to be inherent in your investment, right? So the idea is that what we're witnessing with Ripple, ultimately with partnerships like this, where we're watching the RippleNet ecosystem expand globally, is that they're establishing a solid payments foundation for the ecosystem to blossom from. And this is really exciting stuff. If you aren't, if you're still new to cryptocurrency, you're still new to XRP, I have tons of videos where I go into so much detail about all the awesome stuff that's going on in this ecosystem. And again, like I said at the beginning, I like to bring you guys, factual stuff, the real news. So that's why I'm including this MoneyGram article. Now, to go back over to the crypto hawk here, after Dylan shared this, and again, this is breaking news. This is what I just shared with you about CentB that's just out today. They just updated their website to include the image here that Dylan shows that CentB partners with world-class fintech Ripple, right? So below this, though, after he commented on CryptHawk's picture, CryptHawk said, "Man, this is nothing compared to what's coming." So whatever CryptHawk has in his back pocket, it's bigger than the largest exchange or the largest fintech payment service provider in South Korea. What's bigger than that, I wonder? I don't know, but I definitely feel Ken Jamar's meme here, right? I'm definitely that Coke bottle right now, just thinking about what CryptHawk's got for me. It's exciting stuff. Exciting, right? So I'm gonna go over to his page here to see. I haven't read through all of his tweets as of recent, so I want to see if he gave us any little clues here, right? So again, he's pointing out that when he dropped the MoneyGram insider information, he said that he had nothing to win because he never drops anything unless he's at least he's 300% confident what he's sharing is true. And that's not changing today. So when he can and will, he's not going to encode any riddles. He's just going to go straight to the point. But this announcement that he's not releasing it today. He's not going to release it tomorrow. Right? So today is the 19th in America, the 20th in Japan. Tomorrow is the 20th here, the 21st in Japan. So if it's not going to be released, he's not going to announce this today or tomorrow. When's he going to announce it? The day after? On the 21st for Americans, which would be the 22nd for the Japanese? Is there anything happening on July 22nd? That's another speculation, right? This is my speculation video. So, I don't know, guys. Here's something else to keep in mind. If what he's referring to is SBI truly going live, that's something that a lot of us have speculated on, so it's not really he'd be an insider. He would just have like, it probably just means that he got information from somebody like in the know. So he's now 100% confident that that release date's going to come July 22nd. So maybe he's going to announce this like hours before, just a few hours before this goes live on SPI. Maybe his hope is that, you know, instead of sharing what he knows up front about this confirmation of the July 22nd launch date for SPI, he doesn't want everybody, he doesn't want the to feed the price up, right? He wants this to be something that those who trust Ripple, those who believe in the XRP ecosystem and who have done their research, he wants to give us time to get that last little bag purchase in while the price is still suppressed pretty low. You know, I think we're still only about 32 cents right now. I think a little bit lower than 32 cents right now, right? So, you know, great time to get entered into the market, especially when, again, we consider that Yoshitaka Kitao said a year ago that when SBI VC goes live, he expects XRP's price to be over $10. Now, imagine trying to get a hold of, you know, the 10,000 XRP you need to retire on, you know, next year. Imagine trying to, well, not 10,000, you know, imagine trying to get 1,000 to 10,000 XRP so that you have an amount worth an amount of XRP that will hopefully one day be worth enough money to allow people to retire, right? Now, if you have to acquire 10,000 XRP to retire, as a young 30-year-old as such as myself, oh God, I'm saying I'm young now at 30. I'm really getting old, guys. You know, I'm old, okay? I'm an old 30-year-old. Okay. At any rate, getting off topic. But the idea is that if you need about 1,000 to 10,000 XRP to retire, well, what's going to happen on the 22nd if Yoshitaka Kitao wasn't just talking out his rear end when he said that when SBI VC goes live, XRP will be worth $10? What if he wasn't, right? What if this weekend is your last opportunity to make sure you have that 10,000? Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not saying that this will absolutely happen with a certainty. This is speculation. This is me entertaining the hype in my own head that I don't normally express to you, my viewer, because, again, I like to try and stay factual, but there's something in my bones, something in my core lately that's really got me very convinced that something enormous is about to happen. Something that is going to blow the minds of even those of us who have been in this ecosystem for years. And I don't know what that's going to be. And the way Crypto Hawk's talking, it seems like, you know, Crypto Hawk's been around for a while. You know, his Twitter account has been here since September of last year. So he's been covering XRP for at least basically 10 months, 9 months right now, right? So it's not he's not a newbie into the ecosystem. If he's as hyped as he is, it's something big, because we've had some really big announcements over the last 9-10 months, over the last year. I mean, it hasn't had a massive impact on XRP's price, but we've had huge announcements. So whatever he knows, it must be big. And I'm really concerned, personally, because I know that I don't have the money to go buy more XRP right now, and I really want to, right? I personally want to go take out a loan, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not dumb, right? Like, and that's something else I want to encourage everybody. You know, if you're feeling FOMO from this video, please understand, again, I'm not a financial advisor, for starters, right? And even as a non-financial advisor, even if you feel convinced 100% so that what I'm talking about as far as Yoshitaka Kitao is actually happening this coming week, then please don't go dig yourself into debt to try and put in. You know, if you have spare cash in your bank, you know, invest that. If you have some things around the house that you can sell so that you're not digging yourself into debt to get more XRP, do that if you so choose, right? But as a non-financial advisor, even still as a non-financial advisor, I can say with confidence that even if XRP could potentially go to $10, it's not worth that risk to dig yourself in debt, right? It's not. I'm sorry. I know that you could, some people out there might be able to get a $10,000 loan, dump that into XRP, and if it goes to $10, they're a millionaire overnight, right? But that's a chance, a gamble, and a risk, even in a cryptocurrency as promising as XRP. And I really I'm not comfortable telling people or suggesting to people that they should do such a thing, right? I'm 120% certain that XRP's future is very bright, but I'm not 110% certain that bright future is going to begin on July 22nd. But just in case, I want to make sure that people are aware that this may be your last opportunity to get XRP under $1. If nothing else. If nothing else, this is probably your last chance to get XRP under $1, assuming SBI VC goes live. And if Cryptalk has news that's not about SBI VC going live on July 22nd, and he announces something else alongside SBI virtual currencies going live and the price starts to rise, what's that going to do, right? Yoshitaka Katao is saying just SBI VC is putting XRP to $10. Just SBI VC. Throw in Backed and Ledger X and all these other institutional grade custodial services that are coming out in the near future. It's going to be a crazy year, a crazy next few years for this ecosystem. So especially with all the news that we're seeing, right? So, make your own financial investment decisions, everybody out there. Personally, I know that if I had anything on hand right now, I'm thinking of things that I could sell. I'm looking around as I'm making this video, like, is there anything that I could sell? Maybe my guitar, like I have a nice Martin guitar. I might be able to get like $400 out of that. Maybe I'll go do that. I'll go put it on at any rate, the point, like, you can see that I'm legitimately FOMO-y myself right now, even though I have a big bag of XRP. There's so many things that have occurred over the last month that it's really hard for me to deny this, even though I'm trying really hard to deny that July 22nd is the day that this goes live, right? So just because there's this sense about me in my mind and my emotional state as a long-term investor that something big is up, something big is coming, and Cryptalk is coming out saying, hey, I got something bigger than MoneyGram, something bigger than anything that has happened thus far in crypto. I got to share it with you. I got it. And I'm sorry if this is hype, if you feel FOMO, but I feel a moral obligation to share this content on the off chance that this is the last chance for people to get into XRP below $1. So with that said, I hope if all this blows over and it doesn't happen, everybody understands that I'm not saying it's going to happen right now. I'm just saying there's a good chance. I don't know what the percentage chance of that is, but in my core, I feel that it's greater than a 50% chance that it's happening on the 22nd. And so that will remain to be seen. Maybe I'm going to be eating crow on the 22nd, coming out saying, hey guys, sorry, I really made a bad call. That's my bad. But I encouraged you not to be doing anything based upon my words, right? As I am doing right now and I did before this. Please understand that what we are participating in is going to change so many of our futures, so many of our lives forever. And I don't want, even though I see this future for XRP, I still don't want to be encouraging somebody to take a risk that they're not prepared to take, especially as somebody that's just a fanatic essentially of this ecosystem, right? I don't know what's going to happen. I just have a really good gut feeling about what's coming. And so I hope that those of you out there who don't like FOMO videos can accept this apology that I'm creating this, but I really want to make sure that I'm protecting you all. And protecting you all by making you aware of what is potentially really going to be coming in the next few days. This isn't just FOMO. This isn't just hype. There are some really reliable people out here saying that there's something really big in the background going on, and it's going to change things. So with that all said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, please, I can't wait to see you all tune into my next video. I hope you will. Hope to see you there. If you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe and ring that bell so you can stay up to date with all my newest crypto-related content. And on your way out, if you really enjoyed this video, hype or not, please hit that like, and I can't wait to see all of you in my next video, as always, on Mars.